Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's had a great Wednesday. Something that came up in the practice today is the deposition. What is a deposition? Do you deposit something? Is that like going to the bank? No. In a legal scenario, a deposition is it's like an interview. It's a question and answer session where a person with knowledge, a fact witness is what we call them, gets questioned by the parties to the lawsuit. And that deposition carries the same weight as courtroom testimony. It can be used for all purposes in court. Sometimes they're videotaped, so the witnesses may be outside the subpoena range of the court. They don't have to appear live. They can just play the videotape deposition later. And it carries with it all of the trappings and formality of courtroom testimony, including the penalty of perjury. So you need to be careful and thoughtful and honest with what you say, because making a mistake or intentionally misleading the questioner, the parties to the lawsuit, can result in some unintended and unfortunate consequences. Perjury is a crime in the state, and it's punishable both by civil and criminal penalties. But don't worry about it. If you misremember something and you're taking a break in the deposition and then you remember the facts better or more accurately, you didn't commit perjury. You just simply misremembered. You didn't remember accurately. You can go back in and volunteer to correct the testimony, and I'd encourage you to do that, because I've had clients, oh yeah, I typed this document up myself, or I did this, that, and the other, and then they recall later, oh, wait a second, you know what, now that I've had a minute to think about it, that document actually came from my previous employer, or something to that effect. You know, these little small details do not amount to perjury situation, and they can be remedied easily by just having a minute to recall. And other things to remember in a deposition scenario is it is a stressful situation, because you do probably feel like you're on the hot seat for several hours, you know, jumping from the frying pan into the fire, especially when you're not a party to the lawsuit. But remember, it's the attorney's job to do the communication. It's not your job to figure out what the attorney said. Take a breath, calm down, think about what the question is, what the request is in the question, what needs to be answered, and answer that and that only. And again, it's not your job to figure out what the attorneys are saying. It is the attorney's job to do the communicating in a clear, thoughtful, meaningful way such that you can understand it.